Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Now, I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, or want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Now, it's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it, it's good. Whenever you're coming across this video, it's good for you. You've been drawn to it for a reason. You can find your timestamps in the comments below and in the description box as well. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? I'm having 2 prize draws each month now. On the last day of every month, I'll be picking out 2 winners. One way to enter for the first draw is to be a subscriber to my channel. Click like on this video and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry in. You can enter as many times as you like on different videos throughout the month. And the other way is to get one of those deeper dive reads, then you'll be entered in. So which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? And that's out with the dream come true card. Or would you like the flower? And the flower is out with the communication card. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is with the naughtiness card. Take your pick now, and don't forget to click like. Be a subscriber to my channel. Click on that thingy down there. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment so that you can get entered into that draw. I make an energy update every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give 1-question readings. Now you can book in for one of those 1-question readings on my website, BeHealing.com. You'll find a link for that in the description box and up there as well. And for those of you that have pre-booked those, I'll do it right at the start of the next live show and then send you the link to the replay. So if you don't make it live or you can't make it live, then you'll still get to see your reading, of course, or you can come along live. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there and book while I'm live. I also offer private readings as well from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. And if you've got questions for that reading, click on the Contact Us page after you're booked in. You can put your questions in there. I also make 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week as well. So let me know what you want the next ones to be about. So crystal, flower, or shell, take your pick now. I'll see you when you're reading. So if you chose the crystal and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, you'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So your cards have started flying out already, crystals. So let's find out what they are. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Let's see. Born with a gift and acceptance. Oh, I'm getting something specific from this. This might be you or it might be them. Born with a gift, they've got to use it. It's like they've got to follow their life purpose. Even if it stands in the way of your relationship, they've got to follow that first and they've just kind of accepted. But it feels more like a mission. It feels like a God-given gift, so I've got to use it, that kind of thing. Or it could be you. They're thinking that about you. It's like you've got a mission, they can't stand in your way of that or something like that. So they're kind of accepting that you've got that mission, or they're accepting that they've got a mission and perhaps it's standing in the way of this relationship. Road less traveled, unusual, perhaps an unusual way of looking at things too. Or they just need to travel that path, pursuing this thing that they need to pursue because they feel like it's their life purpose. Especially if it's connected with a gift that they've got, like they're an artist and so they just need to do this, or they're a musician and they just need to do this, you know. It seems like it's really something important to them. Perhaps it has them in a different location than you or something like that. I don't know. How are they feeling about you? Meditate. Thought long and hard about this. I think someone could be prioritizing their path over you or over a relationship here. Which, you know, I don't think we need to choose one or the other. I think, well, at certain points of our life we do, right? Some things are more important at certain times of life than others. For example, very often we need to heal ourselves before we have a relationship. And it might be time to focus on career and stuff like that. We can have it all kind of in the end, but not in the moment, right? We can't do everything all at once in the moment. We do need to prioritize and kind of follow a certain path. And for this person, you know, it just feels like it's career or it's pursuing life purpose at the moment. They feel very matter of fact to me, because I'm asking how do they feel about you, and they're telling me like, well, no, I've got this that I must pursue. It's my destiny, I've got to pursue it. You know, that kind of thing. Four of Swords, so there's a retreating kind of an energy there. Let's give it a break. Let's have a break. Let's have a rest. Give it a rest. Nine of Wands. Oh, end of healing. So yeah, the Wounded Warrior, the end of a healing phase. Find out more when we get more cards out for that. Have you been healing this relationship? Temperance. There might be a need to wait for this. There might be like wanting to pursue this relationship, but not right now because career has to take priority right now, or this life purpose thing, whatever it is. It's connected with born with a gift, so a gift that they've got, something that they feel that they really need to pursue, because it's like, if I've been given this gift, then I need to share it with the world, that kind of thing. So Four of Swords, we need to give this a rest. We need a break. I want a break right now. You know, the example that I gave is like sometimes relationship shouldn't be now, but healing ourselves should be now. Perhaps it's they're thinking like, you need time for healing. It could be that. Because Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands are both cards of healing, right? The Four of Swords is more like the start of the healing. Like, let's take a break, rest and relax, so that the soothing side, so we can get into the healing. Why the Four of Swords? And the Nine of Wands is more like the completion of the healing. Four of Swords. Which makes me think like perhaps you have been healing this connection. Tell me why the Four of Swords is here, please. Don't keep it to yourselves. The Queen of Inspiration. They're very attracted to you. Now they're starting to feel. Okay. Now they're starting to reveal their feelings for you. They're very attracted to you. You've got this pull to them, this draw to them. It's not just about physical attraction, although the Queen of Inspiration is that too. There's like there's a pull. They're being drawn to you, yes. But with the Four of Swords, there's this feeling like I need to focus on other things. I need a break. I need a break from this at the moment. Not a break from the relationship for the relationship's sake, but about other things that are going on in their lives. Feels to me like someone that just needs to pursue something else right now and cannot integrate this relationship at the same time. Ascension, so raising things higher. I think your person's kind of asking you to wait, but we'll see as we get more cards out, or hoping that you'll wait for them while they're pursuing something else, the career or whatever it is. Nine of Wands. Why the Nine of Wands? The Ace of Inspiration. Four of Inspiration. Oh, another two very positive cards here. So it's like the saying, like, when this is sorted, when I've finished this thing that I need to pursue, which is almost making them feel like they'll be wounded if they don't pursue it. Like it'll damage them, emotional damage. It'll damage them if they won't pursue it, if they don't pursue it. Yeah, and then they might be, you know, hold it against you if they can't pursue it, if they choose the relationship over this. Anyway, Nine of Wands. So it's like they just need to pursue that thing. They need to see if they can make it in that, or if they, you know, they just need to pursue that thing. Otherwise it'll damage them. Ace of Inspiration, they want a passionate start with you. And Four of Inspiration, to build like solid foundations for long-term stuff with you. Four of Inspiration is a card of marriage. So they're very attracted to you and they want to do something with you, but there's this I need to do this other thing first, because if I don't, I'll regret it and I might hold it against you. And I don't want to do that. I'm not really picking up that they're saying they might hold it against you. It's just that that's what I know from my wisdom, my experience of my life on these, through these years on this planet. Okay, so what's behind that is abundance. So it could be something, yeah, career. It's career, that kind of thing. But they want to pursue something to see if they can make it in that field or something like that. So temperance, will you wait? Will you wait for them? Will you? Four of materials, hold your energy back. Chariot, pulled into, they know that you're in two minds about that. You're holding your energy back because is it really right for you to hold your, to like put yourself on hold for someone? Are you pursuing something in your own life at the moment, or is it best for you to kind of move on? I think that they are well aware that you're pulled in two directions, even if you've not been able to communicate that to them when they're asking you to wait. Or yeah, they're asking you to wait, even if they haven't actually asked you to wait, even if they've said like, we'll see at the end of this if we're both single, we get together. Really they want you to wait. They might have left the options open to you there, and they can feel that you're pulled in two directions, and you might not be wanting to admit that to them. As I think they wouldn't want to admit that really they want you to wait as well, because that's a big ask, right? Asking someone to put their life on hold. So what's behind that is new day. Start of something new. Will you wait so they can start in the future with you? I feel like your person is choosing you as a relationship, but they're not choosing a relationship at the moment, because they've just got to pursue this thing that they need to pursue. And they've thought about it for a long time with that meditate card. I don't know what I'm holding those for. Let's find out more. How do they feel about you? So that they're attracted to you, got this pull to you. They are hoping for a new beginning with you for sure, and they're hoping that you'll wait. They're passionate about you and thinking long term with you. So it's kind of good that they're also thinking of themselves and like pursuing the life purpose and things. You might not have seen it as a life purpose thing, but I'm really getting that from the born with a gift. You know, if they are a musician, and even if they've said like, I just want to try and see if I can make it, it's deeper than that for them. It means more than that to them. It's more like, God's given me this gift and I need to pursue that. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. See, there's that acceptance again. I think there's a need for you both to accept things as they are. No point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. I don't think you're going to change this person's mind about like pursuing that thing. And I don't think you'd want to either, because I think they'd hold that against you. It could just be that, you know, we'll see in the deeper dive, but they'll pursue this thing and then come back and then you'll start a relationship. Assess the situation. So they're being quite clear-minded about this, your person. It feels like they're trying to bring the emotion out of it, because it's like all of these are very straightforward, and then the cards that have come out with it are the cards of the emotion or of the passion for you. Balance. There is a need for balance. Got to balance their life. It's not just about relationship. There's the people that we love, but there's also the things that we love, and our path in life. That's important as well. That's part of loving ourselves, right? So there's that balance. But they want to romance you. Like they have this romantic connection with you. You're the one for them kind of thing, for that romance. This person hasn't got someone else, if you've been wondering about that. Eyes are firmly on you. But like I said, not on relationship at the moment. Tell us more. We've got old wounds and cynicism. Is that you? Are they thinking like your old wounds are causing you to be more cynical about this than you think? Are you saying to them like, oh, you're just going to go off and then this is over? That could be coming from a lack of self-worth from you. Old wounds showing up a lack of self-worth. Anyway, dream come true. This could be a dream come true. Like, especially if you let their dreams come true, if you let them pursue their dreams, there's something very powerful in this, you know? If you are kind of supporting them by letting them go, they say that, right? If you love someone, set them free. Let them do what it is that they want to do. It could just bring you exactly what it is that you want once they come back. Tell us more. How did they feel? Demonstrate love. Find out what's important to those that you love and act on it. What's important to the one that you love, to this person. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So yeah, there's a definite need here to put yourself in their shoes. Imagine being them and in their heart and the things that they want. Sure, they love you. I think that's coming through in this reading, that they love you and they do want something with you long term as well. But they also need to pursue the other things that are in their heart as well. Act as if your partner's here. It doesn't feel like this person wants to kind of be without you. I think this person will still be loyal even if they're not with you. Do you know what I mean? It's like they'll always consider you. It's interesting. It feels like a very young vibe. I did ask before I did this pick a card read to bring in new people to the channel to watch this one. So picking up on new energies perhaps for you guys. Feels younger to me than who I've been reading for before. I feel you. They feel you. This person's got a strong connection with you. What else do they want to say? You're the love of my life. It might be confusing to you as to why they're not choosing you at the moment because of this. But this balance, you know, it's important. We don't want to have regrets, right? And there's just certain things that we need to pursue. There is a financial aspect about this as well. It's that, you know, they might want to be a provider. Woo. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Yeah, they might want to be the provider. And so they need to pursue those things so that they feel like they can be the provider. And so they feel like confident about themselves and like they've got a purpose and direction. It's important for people to have that, right? They're battling inner demons with themselves at the moment. So this is not easy for them. They feel like you're a destined connection. They do feel like you're going to be together in the future. You inspire me in so many ways. Oh, sweet. So there you go. That's what I've got for you. Now, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. Then what should you do then? Should you be kind of moving on, or how can you handle this? I mean, we've got this acceptance out a couple of times now, so that's obviously important, but let's find out what else is important for you to know right now. And guidance for you guys together. So you guys in relationship together, once you're together, what are the dynamics in this relationship? How can you make it work really well? And are there any red flags that you need to know about as well in this relationship? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell, so click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button and leave a comment, because that'll get you entered into a draw for a private reading with me. So good luck winning that. And you'll also get entered into another draw for a private reading with me if you get that deeper dive too. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose a flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Flowers. Empowerment. You know what? I'm getting admiration from this. So they might be looking on as you, some of you might have just achieved something at work or in your studies, and they're really impressed how you are stepping up and doing something for yourself. It's like, I'm feeling like this feeling of celebration for you. Like they're really proud of you. Now, it's either like you could have stood up to someone or done something great in your career or graduated from something. It could be something like that. But it could be like you've empowered yourself and stood up to someone. They're impressed by you anyway. Illumination. So you could be shining out to them now. If you've had some kind of a win lately at work or in studies, or you've stood up to someone, you could be really shining out to them now. Whereas perhaps you weren't capturing their attention as much before. What else? Ambition. So like I was getting, like career or studies. They might see you as having a brighter future now than you did before. I'm just getting this like impressed. They're impressed by you at the moment kind of vibe. And you really are shining out to them. If you've ever had that before, where you see how in this card, it's like the kitty's face is kind of being shone, like, you know, like a ray of sunshine coming through a forest and lighting someone up, like a spotlight on a stage. That sometimes happens to me, like physically, when someone's going to be important to me, that they'll physically look like they're being lit up by a spotlight to me, like a trick of the light or whatever, you know, and you could actually be kind of being highlighted to them at the moment, like someone's put highlighter all over your face or shone a torch on you, or the spotlight's on you right now. And it could very well be the spotlight's on you right now, and it could be that other people are paying attention to you, and so they're paying more attention to you now too. This person's noticing you now, I'm telling you. The Magician, manifesting something. They could really see you going places, doing things, manifesting things. Oh, the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords just coming out together there. So from heartbreak to taking time to yourself for recovery, resting. So they might have seen that you've been like, or they might notice or just like pick up that you've been heartbroken in the past. Might be doing your own thing, you know, and be like independent and all of that kind of thing, and they're impressed because they're thinking like, oh, I think Flowers has been hurt in the past, and they're kind of perhaps shying away a little bit from relationships. Could be that. Temperance. Could be waiting for you, this person, or kind of biding their time. Let's see. So what is this Magician energy? Go again. What's this Magician energy? Why have we got the Magician out here? I think they see you doing things. Yeah, investing in things, investing in yourself. They're impressed by that. They see you investing in yourself. Now that can be like studying or just doing something that improves your lot, so something that, but it's like very self kind of a focus, doing something for yourself. So you're using resources wisely to invest in yourself. If it's not training or studying or kind of that kind of thing around career, then it could be like physically investing in yourself, like like slightly had like a lot of dental work done in the last year or so. Something like that. It could be something like that. But you're using your resources really wisely, and this person hasn't noticed. It's really nice, like, when people take care of themselves in that way and invest in themselves, that people notice when you do that, right? And it's almost like you show people what your level is and what you deserve, and because you know it, because you'll give yourself that thing. There's home and sexual energy. So this really turned this person on. And that's what I wanted to say too, is with that, when you invest in yourself, when you look after yourself, it's sexy. A guy said that to me once. It's like you really look after yourself, and that's really sexy. And yeah, your person's saying that to you too. Home and sexual energy. It's more than just physical attraction though with that home card. They really feel like you're going somewhere and doing something, and it really impresses them. So yeah, this person has really been switched on to you for sure. But there's this Three of Swords and the Four of Swords, this feeling like you've been hurt, and so you're kind of keeping to yourself. You're giving relationship a break for now. Hanged Muse and Temperance. This person's changing their mind about you. If this is someone that wasn't showing interest in the past, they are really showing interest right now. And could be changing their mind about you and kind of waiting. Temperance, waiting. Waiting what? Waiting to tell you? Waiting to... I don't know. What's behind that is burden. You've been burdened by things and you've been closing yourself off. They presume that you had your heart broken and you closed yourself off from relationships. But perhaps you're changing your mind about that now. Or perhaps they're just waiting for you to change your mind and get out there again and be seemingly on the market again. But they're waiting. I think they're waiting and watching this person. I'm maybe reading like for someone that you haven't had your eye on here. The High Priestess and the Queen of Emotions, waiting. The High Priestess and the Queen of Emotions. It's like when you open up, when you soften up. Perhaps there's an element here of them tapping into their intuition, or they're just tapping into your energy and they're kind of waiting for you to open up and get ready to receive kind of thing. This person's watching you. Very switched on to you. You're shining out to them because of what you're doing for yourself. They have this awareness, whether it's true or not. This is what they think, that you've had your heart broken and you've closed off from relationships. And they're watching you and they're waiting for you to kind of show a sign that you're open for relationship. What's behind that is transformation. So they're kind of waiting for you to transform. They see you glowing up, this person, and investing well in yourself with whatever you're learning, all of that kind of stuff. And it feels to me like they're just thinking it's just a matter of time before she opens up to relationship. That'll be the next step kind of thing. And I think that's what they're waiting for. Let's see. Woo. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. What else? Embrace the flow of life. Going with the flow. You know, I think that's you. I think you're going with the flow of life. I think you're concerned with other things. I mean, you're obviously interested in romance too. You're watching these readings, but that could be more of a I'm working on myself kind of thing, and really I'm a little bit closed down to it kind of thing. So embracing the flow of life. I feel like they're kind of watching you do that, like living your life, doing your thing, up-leveling, glowing and all of that kind of thing. And they're impressed. They see you empowering yourself and they're impressed by that. What else? How else are they feeling about flowers? Communication, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about communicating with you. Okay. So they are thinking about an approach, how to approach you, but they're confused, got regrets. Yeah, I think this is somebody that you've had some kind of a dealing with, probably not romantic, and they've changed their mind about you. So when you first had an interaction with this person, they're regretting that. They're confused. Your energy has changed, is what this person is saying. You're not the person that they first met. And I don't think you are anymore. Doesn't feel like you've had a romantic connection with this person, but they regret the way, because of who you are now, they regret perhaps the interactions that they had with you in the past. You know, joy. They think that you'd be really happy together. What an interesting reading. Wow. Okay, joy. So they think you'd be really happy together, but you might have a bad attitude toward them because of the past. Now, this doesn't feel like anyone that's wronged you. It could have just been what they project, the person that they kind of showed you that they were when you first met, or something like that. Revenge and communication. Revenge. They're a bit worried that you're going to have a bad attitude toward them because of something in the past. Now, again, I'm not getting that they've really wronged you, but that you might have had the wrong impression of them. They're worried if they communicate with you that you're going to have like a retaliation. You're going to treat them like who they were. That's what it is. They're worried that if they have an interaction with you, that it's both of your previous selves that are going to have that interaction again, that you're just going to treat them as they were back then, and who you were back then is going to... I think this person wants a new start with you. Perhaps they have grown and transformed, and you've grown and transformed, but they're a little bit worried about that interaction, about them coming and like communicating with you because of the past. Spend quality time together. This person might be trying to be around you, or they might offer you something like some quality time. What I'm getting from that is not just like hanging out with each other, more like taking you somewhere of quality, or they might want to show you that they've got more respect for you now. Embrace your emotions. Love endures. Interesting. So this person has feelings for you. Perhaps they had feelings for you before, but they perhaps didn't recognize the importance of those until you've seen you go through this glow up, and perhaps they've been going through a transformation too, and they've still got these feelings for you. Ask for help. They want to support you. They want to love and support you. But you might be in this single, independent, investing in yourself, closed down to relationship thing. Space thing. Okay, let's find out what they want to say. Interesting. I wonder who this is. Do you know who I'm talking about here? Because I don't think it would be the person that you were kind of watching this reading for. Doesn't feel that way to me. Although at the start, before I did these readings, I did ask for my guides to bring new people in to watch these videos and new energies. They're so sorry. The way that they treated you before. And like I said, I'm not getting that it's particularly bad. It's just not the way that they would want to treat someone that they want to be with. I'm so sorry for getting you wrong. That's what I just heard. I got you all wrong. But I know maybe they didn't get you that much wrong, because I think your energy was different before. I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. So they pulled away previously. This could be someone that turned you down. Destiny has taken us down different paths. Or perhaps it took you down different paths. Perhaps you're both kind of having a glow up at the same time, both investing in yourself at the same time. Or you both have had invested in yourself in the same time, and now you're on the same path and you weren't before. Or you were on the same path before, but you didn't notice. Both headed toward that growth before, and you didn't notice each other, that you had more similarities than you thought. Okay, tell us more. What do they want to say? What do they want to say? What do they want to say? I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? Now this might be, if you have interactions with this person and walk past this person, something like that, there could be sending you those loving vibes, hoping that you pick it up. That loving feeling. What else do they want to say? I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. I'm telling you, when this person met you, they might have been attracted, but I don't think this person treated you like someone that they wanted to be in a relationship with, and they're regretting that now. Childhood wounding is influencing my actions. I think the person here has been learning about themselves and going through a transformation, and they see that you've gone through the same thing too, and now they see that now they might just be cutting on to you're both on a really similar kind of a path, and you've both investing in yourselves and doing these good things for yourselves, and you might actually be a really good match. Wow, okay, well that is what I've got for you. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. You might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So what should you do then? Should you say something to this person, or what's your guidance right now? You guys together, what would be the dynamics between you in a relationship with this person? Because I don't think you've been with this person before. So what is that all going to be about? And are there any red flags to look out for there? How can you make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and don't forget, leave a comment, because that'll give you an entry into the draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month, as we'll get in that deeper dive read as well. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out, how does your person feel about you at the moment? Threshold. Ooh, they're about to do something or say something, or something is about to happen. Could be about to approach you, or I don't know. But they're on the threshold of something. About to do something. Say something. Guardian, feeling very protective of you, wanting to protect you, perhaps wanting to provide for you as well. Feels like someone that wants to treat you really well. And no less than that, hey? Opportunity. Could be waiting for the opportunity to kind of approach you on the threshold, just kind of poised to ask you out or something like that. It could be that. I don't know what your situation is, but they're going to do something. Just kind of waiting for the opportunity is what it feels like. Okay. 10 of Wands and the Knight of Wands came out together there. So, person might be burdened, or might have been burdened by a few things. Knight of Wands, perhaps burdened by things that their passions led them to in the past. Now, this could be previous relationships that the lust got the best of them, and then it left them with burden. So that could be children. I don't like to think of children as burdens, but if it was with the Knight of Wands, that's more a player kind of an energy. If they've been a player, they might have ended up burdened kind of as a result of that, of not being careful or something like that. I can't think what else that might be apart from like children with a previous person. But it's a previous person that was just, a lust kind of a thing. If it's not children, then it's someone that won't leave them alone, that they're burdened by. What else? How are they feeling about shells? You know, that could also be that they're very attracted to you and want to make a move towards you, but they don't want to burden you with something. So they're kind of waiting until they've unburdened themselves of something to make them move on you. That kind of feels like it might be more true. Which is why the threshold thing, waiting for them to release a burden first. 7 of Wands, they're protective of you and of this. What else? Oh. This feels complicated, this one. 2 of Wands. So they're making choices, judgment, the best discernment to make changes in their life, the World card, and the 4 of Wands, to like start something else off with solid foundations. I'm still getting this, the impression of this person that they might have been kind of a player before, and they don't like the burdens that that's left them with. Now, it might not be like children or someone bothering them. It could just be the burdens, like soul burdens kind of thing, them like not wanting to be like that anymore. It could be that. They're protective of you anyway. It doesn't feel like they're going to come at you like that. So they could be changing their minds, like, about what they want, about also like the kind of decisions that they make and why they make those decisions. It feels to me like you've got someone here who was a player and now they've decided that that's not really getting them what it is that they want. They're protective of you, like they wouldn't do that to you, and now they're saying like, well, maybe I should change my ways, and 4 of Wands, like build something for the future, you know. But there is something that's burdening them. 10 of Wands. It's like they don't want to bring that in. There's so many cards coming out. What? Okay, yeah, well, it could be someone else, you know. Queen of Materials, someone they had perhaps children with, could be. Queen of Materials, or they've got a house with, or some kind of a stable thing with. Clarity, 4 of Voices, need a break from that. Into the unknown, walk away from that, walk towards something new. Right, so yeah, this is someone that's in something else then. They've got something with someone else that is pretty stable, but they're like wondering whether to walk into the unknown. So that's what they're on the threshold of, is like leaving something. So someone is what it feels like, leaving somebody. And it's someone that they got together with when they were a player. Or they became a player while they were in that relationship. Feels like both to me. Could have been playing around while they're in that relationship. This is someone that you could have had an affair with. Or they were having an affair with you, kind of thing. Intrigued. Reunion of souls, wanting to come back. Okay, but the protective of you. 7 of Wands. That protection came out here. The protective of you, they want to protect you through this process. Tell us why the 7 of Wands. So the 6 of Inspiration is about having a victory and being seen as having a victory. The 5 of Emotions is about opening your heart to that, right? So, or opening your heart up. I think what this is saying is they want to protect you from this thing that they're going through, them putting the burdens down and withdrawing from someone else, moving on from someone else. They're trying to protect you from that. And this is saying, so they can be seen to have a victory before they open up to you. So they're trying to prevent you from being a part of their process of, they're trying to prevent you from being blamed for it, is what it is. They want to go through this process and be seen as having this victory of them like stepping away from this before they open their heart up to you. So this person is thinking about you and about you not being blamed for the stuff that they haven't done in their lives or the decisions that they make in their life. Transformation. So while they go through that transformation, they're going to be closed off from you. They definitely want other people to see that they've come out of this before they open up to you. So yeah, making better decisions now, making changes in their life, wanting something long term. Why have I got all of these cards out here? It feels like they're making decisions from a different place now, from not a Knight of Wands, perhaps from a King of Wands position. Ace of Voices, because they want a new start. Ace of Voices can be like a man on a mission kind of thing. They got like a higher purpose now. And the Eight of Inspiration, they want to communicate that and move forward in that. Yeah, so that threshold card, like if you have been waiting for someone to get out of something else, I feel like they could be doing that, but they're not going to involve you while they're going through that. You'll hear about it, perhaps on the grapevine, and then it might be like a few months later. We'll see in the deeper dive, but it might be a few months later when they come and open their heart to you. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Okay, so you might not be holding your breath for this one. You might be thinking, it'd be nice if this person did set themselves free, but we'll see if it happens. So focus on the positive. The focus on the positive now. I feel like getting this feeling like your person was just focused on the Ten of Wands, those burdens before. Of their responsibilities, their roles and responsibilities and all of that kind of thing. They could have been going through a process of like forgiving themselves with that player kind of an energy, especially if the player energy got them burdened with somebody, something, family or something like that. Could be more focused on the positive now, on what it is that they want in life. Oh, I didn't get a card out for that. What's behind that? They're wanting to kind of talk about it. Sexual energy and burden. Okay, so this is the to me that they're in at the moment. They've got this sexual energy for you, they want to be with you, but the burdens that they're having to let go, first of all, they can't be with you. So yeah, they want to leave their burdens behind and then have this new positive start with you. Feels like this person's doing the right thing by you. Perhaps they weren't doing the right thing. I think they weren't doing the right thing by you, first of all. Try to include you before they'd let go of someone else. So they've got regrets about that for sure. Yeah, this person might even like want a year by themselves or something, but not want a year by themselves, perhaps to heal, yeah, but more so that you're not a part of that past thing or about the reasons that they are letting go of this past stuff. I think your person has been learning a lot of lessons, life lessons here. They seem to have a bit of wisdom about them now, perhaps they didn't have before. Bit of a naughty kind of a character, you know. I do have the feeling that this is a player, absolutely, and they've been in a long-term relationship perhaps, or in something else, but they weren't really in it, they were playing about. Villain. No, that was all on them, right? It was all on them. And I think they're realizing that now, right? That it's all on them. They shouldn't have included you before. Responsiveness? Heartbreak and deception. They deceived you before and they know that they hurt you. But they're wondering, are you going to be responsive now? Or, you know, once they've done this. It doesn't feel like they're doing it for you. It feels like they're doing it for themselves now, and then they're going to approach you and kind of hope for the best. What do they want to say? Oh, let's get some of these out first. How are they feeling about you? So up in the air, I'd say, is how they're feeling about you. They're not sure, but they know that they need to make a change in their life and they're trying to protect you. They think you've got a spiritual connection with each other and they're considering their foundations because of that. So they're trying to do the right thing now. The regret. Okay. What do they want to say? I check on you from afar. They're asking people about you. They're checking on your social media and all of that kind of thing. I feel empty without you. So perhaps you cut things off with this person and that really made them feel a lot. They feel like they've got a spiritual connection with you, so they will feel that. Friends or family disapprove of this connection, as they will. That's why they're trying to protect you. I'm battling inner demons. Significant healing that your person's going through. I want a new beginning with you. Wow. Repetitive cycles. They've kind of been through this before, or they were going around in circles before. It feels like they might actually be making a change now. That's the way it's looking with the cards. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. Now, in that deeper dive, in that extended reading, and go into guidance for you. So what should you do in this situation then? Is it best to lay low? Should you be kind of hanging on for this person? What? Let's find out. Guidance for you guys in relationship with each other. So once you are together, what will be the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for here? And also, how might this all play out with possible timelines? If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then try it on a different device, and it should do. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment while you're down there, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month, as we'll get in that deeper dive read. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly.